What is up, Octo Nation? It's been almost a day. Have y'all missed me? I've missed you. I'm going to jump right in and hopefully get a little bit of knowledge before time starts tomorrow. I don't know. It's already getting late. We'll find out. Got a little curveball here. I just thought, you know what? I'm going to dive in. I might as well put this video. I've looked at this site, since it's been out, and I've always wanted to talk about it. So here we go. SCVX is the ticker for me in the United States of America. They are a cybersecurity play. It's a SPAC, SPAC. One of our subscribers recommended to take a look at this, and I was like, dude, I gotta do a video on them. So here it is. Of course, on my site, I always have the link to the SEC filing. If you ever want to come take a look at all the info, it's down in the description if you want that. They started this puppy January 13th of this year. It is a 24-month, 2-year SPAC-a-rooney. They started with $200 million in the MERS, and they are currently sitting at $230 million. So they upped the MERS, which is always good. SCVX is the first cybersecurity-focused SPAC. I think that's kind of neat. I've talked about it a lot. I think it's cool to get the guys who are out there right now because they're probably going to get the best companies. There's only so many whales in every sector, right? Like ChargePoint, there's only one ChargePoint. It's already gone. Are these guys going to get a whale? Are they going to get the white elephant in the room for cybersecurity? I hope so. Target. While we may pursue an initial business combination target in any industry or geographic location, we intend to focus our search for a target business operation in the cybersecurity industry globally, with enterprise valuations in the range of $600 million to $1.5 billion. It's big. I've also pulled some quotes from some other articles. The link is here to that article if you want to take a look at it. It's from VentureBeat. They interviewed them, which is good because that means they're doing PR. The idea is to consolidate a lot of different security applications into a single, highly capable, well-resourced, publicly traded company. As Hank Thomas, Chief Technology Officer and Board Director, explained, it has grown to look at a lot like the vitamins and supplements industry. Thomas wrote, if you start to take too many, it's hard to determine which ones are truly beneficial, which ones are counteracting the other, and which ones don't work at all, especially as your problems change over time. I like this correlation. He said, Fortune 1000 chief information security officers are looking for ways to reduce this fog of cyber war and the number of vendors with point solutions, vitamins, in their security stack, Thomas said. So that's a good point. I mean, nowadays it's like there's specific little programs for every little thing, but wouldn't it be nice to just sign up for one and say, handle it all, one check can go through, and we only have to give our information to one thing. I know with businesses, when you sign up for anything like this or whatever, it's a pain to get just everything set up, even if it's insurance or whatever, any sort of paperwork. It always seems so easy, like just sign up, but it never is. So if you could sign up with one company that handles it all, fantastic. Through a SPAC and a fast track to IPO that it provides, the public markets will provide all the need capital to make this vision a reality, he said. Now that we have gone public, we will research and meet with companies that have the right mix of excellent leadership and technology. I need to jump into the website. This is their website. Doesn't it look like a 70s or 80s music video gone bad? Look at this. For a SPAC, this is just crazy to me. The unique financial vehicle, the cybersecurity technology fragmented. They got like a moon, I think it's a moon picture in the background. But even the text is all tripping out on here. Come take a look. Of course, they've got our absolute rocking team. I won't go too deep diving into it, but National Intelligence Board, security officers, security scientists, marketing associates. Like I said, they've actually got the article down here. It got this owl is their logo, I guess. That might be their logo. That you click on that, it just goes back to the homepage, but that's kind of weird. Frequently asked questions. I mean, you can't deny that they're trying something different here with a SPAC, right? Look at this. The text is all moving. It's so much for a pretty site, right? Like, it's a trip. The team, the company is led by Mike Doniger, a CEO and chair and former research and portfolio manager for Citadel Fundamental Strategies. Thomas is also the CEO and board member of Strategic Cyber Ventures. The board members include Senator Dan Coates, a former director of national intelligence. Y'all heard of him before? What can you tell me about Mr. Dan Coates? Jeff Loeffner, manager director at CISO of BNY Mellon. And Sunil Yu, creator of Cyber Defense Matrix and previous chief security scientist at Bank of America. The chief security scientists at Bank of America, I didn't even know there were scientists in security. Did you? And Vivian Skolnick, last former managing director and global head of technology governance for Goldman Sachs and Company. They have sold 20 million shares at $10 apiece. New York Stock Exchange, SCVXU was the ticker. The company's targeted business. We know that. So, okay, this chick, I dove in a little bit to her. Former managing director, global head of technology governance, Goldman Sachs. Okay, so Goldman Sachs trusted this chick. I think it says a lot. The company serves board of directors for Sallie Mae Bank. Remember the videos we've done on Freddie and Sallie Mae Bank? Does anyone know anything about Sallie Mae Bank? She's on the board of directors, so if Sallie Mae needs some extra info, they contact her. She's a smart chick. Ideas of potential targets. Actually, we're going to stick with that chick for a second. So I went to her LinkedIn, right? And she is currently on the board of directors for this place called Coronet. And what is Coronet? A data breach protection for companies that use the cloud, providing organizations of every size cybersecurity defense for email, cloud applications, endpoint, and DLP. Could be them. This is not my space, cybersecurity. I know next to nothing about it because when I sign up for cybersecurity stuff, I'm that guy that I sign up for the one that handles it all, just like what they're trying to do. And I say, here you go. I don't even want to get into it. You can handle it. Other lists of other targets. I found this guy, calls himself Shill to 100. He said, what cybersecurity plays would you actually want to buy and have been through Thomas Bravo, McAfee, Palo Alto Networks, and Systematic? He said, number one, HashiCorp, but he said the valuation might be too high. Number two, Aqua Security. He said just in range. Stack Rocks, valuation might be too low. Tanium, valuation too high. Centennial One, just right. And then Illumio, just right. Gonna be that one too. So is anyone in this space know anything about these companies or other ones? Also said there's a short list of worthy investments in what is realistically a very crowded market. Unless a rumor targets one of these companies or offers to buy a business unit from the big orgs I mentioned above, then I'm out. Not enough promise in a crowded market space. Aqua Security seems to be the only one that would meet the criteria and something I'd actually want to own. Seeing that one's, okay, it's got a cool name, but I have never, ever, ever heard of it. And that's my problem with the SPAC is, even if they announce the elephant in the room, is it going to go up? Are people going to be like, what is that? What is HashiCorp? I don't know. I mean, there's lots of Silicon Valley plays, though, that do well that no one has any idea what they are, like Datadog. Does anyone really know what Datadog is? Most people don't, but it's done very well. I don't know. I think it could do fine, again, if they get, like, maybe one of the top 3 to 5 players, but what I'm kind of feeling with what he was saying in that interview is maybe they're going to do something like the last Churchill, where they grab 1, 2, 3, or 4 or 5 companies, maybe just 1 or 2, and combine them, and then bring them onto the stock market. That would be kind of a cool play. Again, if they could get 2 rad ones that people know about. But are they going to just grab like 5 nobody knows about and like, okay, we're going to combine all these not that cool companies into one and call it this? I don't know if they'll do very well. I just don't. And from there, that's all the information I have for now. Again, like I said, it's not my space. Do you guys have anything that you think might do well other than the ones named here? Any more information about maybe the team? Let me know in the comments. Here I want to take a look at a couple plays. I just want to point out on QQQ, we've got possibly a full-on burrito here going on that we might be able to wrap this thing in. I saw this kind of coming down. Right, so we're actually getting kind of a bull flag off of this. Wouldn't the biggest trip ever be that we just blast through all-time highs again before election? I think that would be totally crazy. So that makes me kind of think it might happen. How far away are we from there? Not that far away. Let's draw a ray over and see. Right there. Where's that at? That is at 303.40 is where we want to get to. We want to get to this one now again. We're below it. But again, you know, we had these kind of last dying days. We've been gapping up. We still obviously still have to go down at some point. We got to refill some of these gaps like back down in here and stuff. But I don't know. What if we kind of ride down a little bit, or we could just gap up in the morning and break this bull flag and start gapping to the 303. It's going to be a trip. All I know is if and when it does, at least recently, as long as if it gets close to that 303 again, I am walking on thin ice. I'm probably going to make sure I'm in, you know, mostly just SPAC commons at the floor. Because I could see it hitting this past all-time high again and then just creeping above it, fake everyone out. Everyone's like getting FOMO, like, forget it. I'm just going to buy SPY calls or QQQ calls and jumping in. And that's when the rug will get pulled out. And at that point, I want to be in stocks that can't go much lower. And I also want to be in the inverse ETFs. That way I can print on the way down, right? And my commons are still chilling. As for news, I don't know. We got a lot of slightly older ones, 1 year, 6 monthers that we're kind of waiting for SPACs to announce. Will we get one tomorrow? I'm hoping we need another rockin' target. I think like a curveball, cool, like NPA, right? If they come out with one, you haven't seen my video on NPA, watch it. That could be like a consumer food play. XCO of Red Bull's in it. Garden Burger people are in it. So it could be like a plant-based food thing, or it could be like the next Monster coming up or Red Bull. Either one of those would be totally rad. Just something like that, a curveball that'll give us something fresh to take a bite out of or drink of, right? That might be doing all right. Any other plays y'all want me to take a look of, please put it down in the comments. If you haven't subscribed, please do it. If you joined our Patreon, I don't give you anything for it, but it sure helps out the channel if you do that. Greatly appreciated. Y'all have a good rest of the night. Take care.